VegasLowRoller is some of the most entertaining channels I have ever come across. His humor is unmatched, making him one of the best channels one can go to for a couple of laughs. But VegasLowRoller has a very inspiring backstory. He was born in the middle of a civil war. He belonged to a family who were two-time refugees. They flew first to Armenia and then settled in Beirut, Lebanon. Life wasn't easy for his family. They were once caught up on a bridge with snipers trying to destroy it. They did manage to get help, but turns out that the gas they bought from them for $200 was diluted and it could only take them away from the bridge. They were safe, but this shows the struggle they were exposed to. To make things worse, the apartment they were living in was destroyed to rubble by a rocket, and so they had no choice but to flee. Sadly, Low-Roller's father was stuck in Beirut and his uncle took care of him for the first 5 years. His uncle was an LAPD veteran. When his parents reached Vegas, his grandfather took care of him while his parents worked tirelessly to put him in a private school. But that wasn't all. He was awkward and timid at school. He was subjected to bullying and had a hard time coping with his social life. By the time he was 16 years old, he developed the habit of smoking and he was well over 250 pounds and the weight was seemingly becoming out of control. It wasn't stopping as it went to 300 pounds when he reached 18 years old and then 513 pounds by the age of 23. But, after avoiding all of that emotional stress as much as he could, he would pick himself up and focus on his marketing career. He would work 80 hours a week to reach his goals and make a mark, be somebody, but having so much struggle always leaves a mark on the parents, and, for VegasLowRoller, his father was very strict, which made their relationship a little strange, and so when VegasLowRoller was going downhill he called his father so that he could come home. VegasLowRoller was naturally afraid to show what he had become, as he was filled with tattoos and piercings that his father may not approve of, but a father, no matter how strict, is always a father who loves his children. A wave of happiness ran through Low-Roller as he got ready to leave, but fate had other plans. He had overdosed in Los Angeles and then woke up after 18 hours. He woke up with a higher calling and decided to never touch the stuff again. That is when his life starts turning around and getting better. In the next couple of years, he would come clean and claim victory over himself. This is common in most people who had a bad childhood and issues growing up. He had finally become an ideal person, and so he went back to his father, to the family, where he belonged. He could feel proud of the man he'd become. That unfortunately was about the time when doctors told his father that he had half a year to live. Miraculously, he went on to live a lot longer than that. Low-Roller spent his time with his father, taking care of him for 2 years. His father made him promise that he would take his mother to Vegas and buy a house. Live peacefully. He did exactly what he promised and later found himself doing YouTube, creating a community of people who endeared him. But it was not always so easy, as he was not the outgoing kind of person that YouTube would like him to be. His followers and subscribers would ask him to talk and open up to them, but that was something he was hesitant to do. He was ashamed of his weight, as he was 450 pounds and he could barely even walk. When he was 39 years old, his doctor told him to start taking insulin as his diabetes was getting out of control. But he had organized this meet event where he would go and talk a year later, and he had been there. So he started dieting and changing his attitude towards the life he lived. His story is some of the most inspiring ones I have ever heard. He joined on the 13th of October 2011 and he has about 2,000 videos uploaded to date. With more than 11 million views, he gets about 200,000 views per day, which means that he can make anywhere from $500 to $800 a day, making his monthly income somewhere about $23,000 every month. VegasLowRoller is a channel owned by Daniel Savant Minacci, and he has an estimated net worth of about $638,000. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you in the next